Okie dokie. Well, pour one out, or Cup Runneth Ogre, and then the question becomes, what do we want to run instead here? I was originally debating switching it up completely. You know, we've had a lot of spellcasters as of late, so maybe a melee-based character, something like a Minotaur. I haven't played a Minotaur in a hot minute, so that seems like it could be fun. Exactly, Connells. It's definitely the kids who are wrong. I'm not out of touch. It's the kids who are wrong. With Elf on your third used to be Pulp, lately you've gone Abyss kind of often. Slime requires mad AoE, and you think you play builds that don't have it so much. True. And I did think Manifold Assault would get me there, but I should have been keeping in mind that we can't really Manifold Assault that often, and it was only hitting a few targets. You know, it's not quite on the same level as something like Ignition. That's going to wipe out everything, you know, except for the rock slimes. But at least all the other slimes are dead in the water. And in fact, maybe the Abyss rune would have been nice on that character. We had lots of health, we had regen. And the only spell we really wanted to cast frequently was Dragon Form. So we probably would have been fine with the Abyss rune. Well, too late now. Dan Brandy, is that a suggestion for Felid or Fire Elementalist? We're still in the old gods thing, Thalphon? We are. You know, treating it pretty loosely. Haven't been grinding it quite as hard as we did with the Great Player. Which is my, you know, evasive way to say that I've been playing like absolute garbage for the last, what, like 4 months? Something like that. That's fine. I don't know why I say it with such attitude, because it is fine. But feel it, think about it, you can die. I mean, you're not wrong. We could indeed die. And we'd be fine. Would mean that we'd probably be sticking with like a spellcaster approach. I've tried the Felid Berserker route before as well. Maybe we do just go Berserker. I always find it funny that this is recommended, because I do find it to be a really fun start, a really fun background, but is it good? Not really. So hey, maybe we'll go with one Cat Berserker here. Should theoretically die pretty early. And if we make it through, that's Trog off of our list. So let's go for it. Now what would a berserking cat be called? You might ask yourselves, and I definitely do ask myself, because creative juices are not flowing today. I mean, when in doubt, Puss in Boots is a bit of a rager for sure. Fernando? I like that. We'll start with Fernando, and then we'll keep Sushi or Monster in the back as well. My favorite cat names are probably all food related. Don't know why, but I always find cats named after food to be just absolutely adorable. But okie dokie, we'll get our skills. Auto pickup is much, much easier when there's not a lot you can use or pick up anyway. And last but not least, we'll also dump that work file here real quick. Hop on over to grab that seed, and let's get that replaced on your screens now, just in case any of you lovely folks want to try your hand at the same dungeon here, or the same dungeon seed at least. I always love to hear about that. Cat Berserker either works or it doesn't, and in my experience, usually trends a little bit towards the latter, but maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the exact shift we needed in life to get a bit of a pick-me-up. It's definitely going to be a different kind of run than what we've been used to as of late, but should be no real issues on D1 at the very least. If fights start to go poorly, we just go Berserk. I guess the flip side of that is that just getting unlucky and having like 2 bad rolls is enough to do you in. but I'm sure that won't happen to us, right? How could it possibly? We never don't have it. And unfortunately, Faded Altar, normally very exciting to see that early on here, but we're not going to get too much out of it. And then the question also becomes, where do I want to put my stats? On that level up, I threw it into Dexterity, kind of out of habit. For most melee-based cat builds, you want to be very, very evasive. Is that what we want here? I guess we might want a bit of strength just to keep our damage up. I don't know how necessary that is. At least strength, you know, we're at over 100%, so we're not going to be depreciating our damage at all. And we have our claws. At the end of the day, if nothing else, we have our claws. Oh, jeez. Don't do that, Terrence. Oh, no. Well, this is my life now. We'll just sit here for a bit, don't mind me. I guess Trog's hand might as well. And then we'll just murder everything. So maybe that was not completely necessary or relevant by any means. And look how easy it is. Why doesn't everyone play Felid all the time? Best beginner species? The answer may surprise you. No way does this backfire, you know, when we inevitably start coming across enemies that can one-shot us with a single spell. How could it possibly not go our way? I'm sure we'll be fine. Don't have your claws anymore. Oh. Is this true? Then I'm very surprised Berserker is still suggested for cats. Or I guess, no, still have sharp claws. Just, yeah, we don't have our dragon claws. Calling Felid best beginner species sounds like a great way to get angry DCSS pros in your chat. Well, that's the secret strategy, right? You gotta make the controversial takes so that somebody will object to it, and bada boom, bada bing, you've driven engagement. Congrats. You have... Oh, my brain said won the internet, because it's still stuck in, what, like the early 2010s? Late aughts, maybe? When did people win the internet? You know, with all their bacon strips and so random and quirky. Were those all popular at the same time? I have no idea what I'm talking about. As per usual, with any subject on this stream, we usually just talk out of our butt and see what happens. Again, someone will correct me if I'm wrong, hopefully. Or I'll just amble on like an idiot. Ramble, maybe even. None the wiser that I'm just embarrassing myself live in less than 4K. Oh, that was a joke about being tree formed? Oh, we didn't have claws to win a tree. You're not wrong. Let's definitely take our new friends upstairs so we can deal with you a little bit more straightforwardly. Holy moly. And exactly, Connells. You gotta go with the rage bait. Do I not come across as someone who endeavors to enrage those around me with my my hot takes and very, very passionate thoughts and feelings on all sorts of subject matter? Or yikes. I'm just gonna run. You kids aren't as fast as me, so we at least can make it back to our stairwell. And I probably should have gone up with just a couple of you. I guess at the end of the day this works out better. Slightly more dangerous, and I could have died, you know, in transit, but we didn't. So therefore, brilliant move. Thank you, Chess Engine, for the brilliant call out there. Yikes. So we get almost one shot out of this plane of existence by our wizard friends. That's fantastic. Savvy with Berserk. Yeah, I'm trying to be pretty light in my Berserk usage. We definitely could, you know, lean a little bit more into it than we have so far. But always want to be slightly cautious just to make sure that we don't get ourselves, you know, caught with our ankles broken, as it were. Ooh. And going this way changed it from distant to very distant. Also, for those of you who've been around a while, you'll know that I generally don't kill Natasha. But if I'm a cat too, does that make it more okay or less okay? Is that more messed up? Does mean that I can potentially supersede Natasha and become the new Boris pet, the new hot stuff on campus. Okay, drain nearby. So I kind of want to murder everyone here quickly. So I'm gonna berserk. We'll hopefully not come to regret this. Oh gosh, never mind. Robin and a whole gang. Oh, Pistachio too? Oh wow. So lucky of me to make so many new friends, and now I'm confused too. Oh, and now I'm attracting everyone? Oh no. So I'm clever, no one expects it? True. Oh no, I've revealed all my deepest, darkest secrets, that I'm actually just the biggest ass you've ever seen, and I hide it under a kind of light, affable affectation. Comes with the territory, be done with her. Right? Exactly. It's more competitive, the cat v cat mentality. You feel like that's normal cat behavior to bully other cats? Also correct. Okay, I mean, we're probably just dead in the water. Oh, okay, yeah, I turned into a tree. That's, I guess, good armor class for me. What else? Potion of Curing. Okay. So that's something. And I'm back to being confused. Cool. Potion of Ambrosia. That's perfect. I'm already confused. And then let's just start slapping these sons of guns around. Again, the increased defenses from being a literal tree might actually work out for me here. Holy moly. Okay, Robin down. Wait, I'm no longer slow. You fools, none of you have rocks to throw? You did not think this through. Ronaji, this is fine. Yeah, fortunately, nothing too scary in the makeup there. I don't know if we'll make it. Sewer's still open? It's not over yet. Son of a gun. I would have had to go in still poisoned and feeling less than healthy. So maybe it's a good thing in the end. Let's just get back on the road. The orange aura-like effect of the back wall deceives us into believing I'm friendly when in reality I'm actually friendly. Aw, I like that plot twist. It's funny that you mentioned the background color because I don't know how I feel about it. I did not choose this color. It's the former owner of the room. And, you know, I like that it's neutral, for sure. But I don't know if it's what I'd pick. I mean, I mentioned that to a coworker while we were on a video call, and they asked me what color I'd changed out for, and I didn't have a good answer. I do generally like interior design stuff, but I can't make up my mind when it's my own stuff. I like to help other people more. Anyway, we step into Pistachio and immediately get blasted in the face, so that's fantastic. I kind of forgot you were here, friend, if I'm being completely honest. Let's try this again, only this time I go berserk. Oh no. What have I done? It's like I've never played the game before, you know? Well, I'll become a tree again. I'd like to kill off the weaker enemies first, and then we'll still have time to deal with the Pistachio. Holy moly, we're back at it again. Highly undeserved. Should not be making it out of these situations. And yet, here we are. Oh me oh my, being a cat berserker, definitely a hard lot in life. Guess if I was being a little more consistent in my play, I should constantly be fighting in favorable locations because we're fast enough to walk away. Why would I ever choose to fight an enemy in a way that favors them even the slightest bit. But that's easier said than done, especially when we're trying to make progress at an okay clip. Okay, polearm user, you've got to go first, and that should just about do it. Though I should mention, you know, we talked about being a little bit cautious as to when we use Berserk, because it's very easy to trap yourself in a less than survivable situation. And it may be telling that the 2 times we've been in oh gosh panic mode, only saved due to lignification, both times have been shortly after using Berserk at an inopportune moment. So there's something potentially to be said about maybe chilling out on the Berserk just a little bit, just a smidge. Oof, I don't have any curing. So we're gonna Berserk, and we need to kill everything before we get even slightly more poisoned. So maybe, in this case, it's okay to Berserk. Wait a second, why am I now lethally poisoned? What happened? Oh, the health I lost from Berserk? Well, Trog's Hand then instead. Perfect. I do kind of forget that early game Trog's Hand is a get out of jail free card when it comes to poison, so, you know, not too shabby there. Very happy to see it. We're trying our best for the moment to just completely avoid our priestly friend and the bunch. Ogre can technically kill me in one shot, but odds weren't super great that they did, and if they just hit me hard once, we very much can escape without too much of a worry there, so it's not the end of the world. And that looks like our priest did get woken up and came our way, so we can pretty safely clear up our exclusion and finish off the entire floor instead of leaving a little bit of a free space in the middle there. You know, this is honestly, so far, going better than I expected. Even with a couple of near deaths, and in fact one actual death over the course of it, still not feeling too bad about things overall. Very distant avalanche of sand, so unfortunately we're not sitting too close to our ossuary entrance. But on the flip side, or on the more positive note, potion shop. So that's fantastic. I will immediately buy heal wounds, both to ID it and just have another one of those under our belt here as a good old consumable. And don't want to buy anything else. I could like buy ID invisibility or magic. Those, why would I want magic? Never mind, ignore me. Just the invisibility part. I guess flight is very cheap, so almost might as well buy one there, and some curing do need replenishing. And then maybe we're happy with that for now. Oh, there is a lig potion as well. Yeah, that's a good point, Dan Brandy. Definitely, I'm a pretty big fan of lignification potions in general, so it's not going to take a whole lot of convincing. Ooh. That hornet's going to be a problem. Especially when I'm kind of surrounded right now. Oh gosh, Wyvern, you're just fast enough to be a pain. Okay, at least make it a one-on-one fight, and berserking when backed into a corner feels a little bit more appropriate and fantastic. Oh right, and I should be looking for this time portal, so still very distant, eh? Yikes, yikes, yikes. I guess maybe it is going to be back this way and just down one of these random little corridors. Another potion shop is nice in its own right. Oh my gosh, the layout on this floor is definitely not conducive to having a great idea as to where we should be looking next. I guess this ended up kind of working out for us. In fact, yeah, we see that it's just distant now, so that's indicative that we're in generally the right area. Still distant here, so yeah, maybe it's off towards the right here. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Ooh, yes, avalanche of sand nearby. Oh gosh. Are we gonna replay the sewer moment all over again and it's gonna close in front of my very eyes? Don't know if I can handle it, game. Give me an ossuary.